Do we need to intro?
We do need to intro.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to our Super 70s video series, we hope. I'm Bliss, this is Mark, and we're going to talk about various aspects of the 70s charts. We believe that the 70s were an incredibly special time, strange time, that will never come again in popular music lore. And so we want to explore some of the weirder aspects of that time.
The 60s, which a decade we were both born in and barely remember, I suppose. But anyway, they received conventional wisdom is that, of course, and it was a time of upheaval, social change. That too. We were a little too young to do that.
Yeah, we were.
But anyway, and so just one thing that we could say about the '60s and the what happened after that, after the Beatles broke up, is that what do you do after so much upheaval and change? And one reaction to that is to just get phenomenally silly, and that's a word that I'm not sure you hear quite enough about the '70s. You hear that it sucks because the '60s was so cool and so great, and it was.
Or it's the me decade.
I think
Quaaludes and blah,
but
blah,
I think the '70s gets a little bit of a bum rap. I accept the criticisms of it. I do,
but silliness is a defining characteristic.
And
it's a very strange.
And you don't know silly until you have gotten deep into the '70s and '70s music.
Yeah.
Which we damn sure did.
Yeah.
The both of us.
We grew up, and that's one thing. We grew up pop. We didn't have older brothers saying that if we didn't listen to Black Sabbath and Zeppelin, that we were not cool, and so we didn't have a definition of cool. So we listened to kind of everything.
And it was top 40 radio.
Yeah.
And God bless top 40 radio at the time, but everything was played on top 40 radio.
Yeah.
And
everything.
Every freaking thing.
Yep. Yep. Think Lucille by Kenny Rogers versus Slow Ride by Foghat. Okay?
Right.
There's two more different things could not have made the top 10, and they wouldn't in any succeeding decade.
Especially on top 40 radio back then when they were played back to back on the radio.
Yeah.
It was the ultimate, what the fuck? Is this format we are listening to?
Right.
I mean,
anything could happen day,
Yeah. And it was truly a top 40 by the week where, I'm afraid that we have Sirius channels and all. We customize our music, of course, but what passes for general radio is probably more of a top 12 or 15 songs now.
Yeah, well, and Casey Kasem, R.I.P., of course.
Yes.
Our man, Mark, used to keep written records of the top 40. And we would talk about it at school every week after the Sunday airing of the show.
Yeah, right after the countdown was over.
Yeah. And the worst thing was having to be coming home from church and top 40 was already playing. And Dad, Dad, turn on the radio, and then you turn on the radio and it's Elton John singing The Bitch Is Back. And all you've got is a big red face in the back seat.
Or the better one that I know you experienced was a Hot Chocolate singing You Sexy Thing. Right after church on Sunday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dad was not happy.
Turn that blankety blank off.
No. So, but what we're going to start with is what we think, and again, this is completely subjective, what we think is one of the weirdest sequences of #1 songs. It wasn't just the fact that the genres are so diverse, but that this cascade of #1s, where something could be #1 one week and then it could be number 14 the next week,
Pale.
Yeah, everybody has theories about this, and at some point in time we are going to ask the composer of the chart Bible, Joel Whitburn, to try to explain some of that strangeness. But anyway, we're picking up in late '74. I think we've just come off of
Late '74. Let's time travel. Okay. So what's happening in late '74? Okay, we're trying to get our bearings after Watergate, I suppose.
Yeah. Vietnam is just trying to roll to a close.
Yeah, we're trying to whip inflation now.
Yes. Bobby Fischer and no, not Bobby Fischer.
Yeah, the chess.
No, not the chess guy. The tennis guy.
Bobby Riggs.
Bobby Riggs.
Billie Jean King. Bobby Riggs.
The fight for feminism zone.
Absolutely.
As well.
Yeah.
And so there are things going on, but they're not exactly at the level of world changing stuff that was happening in the '60s.
Yeah. Again, the silly.
Mostly people just wanted to screw off and have a good time.
The horror. The silly.
Yeah.
I mean, we just so we freaked out. I mean, we just musically freaked out on the charts, and it's like we'll start with say September 21st. And what we have, we're doing. By the way, we're doing strictly the number one songs on the Billboard charts
because it's the turnaround in the number one songs and the divergence in the number one songs that we find fascinating.
Yeah. So that week, talking the lowest voice you possibly can. What's the lowest voice that you can speak in? Practice it. Okay. I'm gonna get way down there. Lower than that. Lower than that. Like down. I mean, like in the Simpsons episode where you get the snakes to come out of the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking Barry White and Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe. Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe. Number one, September 21st. Barry White.
Songs with it. Almost all of his songs had that little Latin lilt to them. Almost all of them began with a rap at the start, where he's talking some fine lady into bed or telling her that he doesn't want to see any panties.
That's a different Barry White song.
That one didn't actually get into...
That's actually my favorite Barry White song.
Didn't make it into the charts for some reason. But
that did make the charts.
And then... Yeah, okay.
Y'all, hell yeah.
Well, all right.
Hell yeah, it did.
So we're not researching. Y'all understand this.
No, I remember Lester Bangs going off on riffing on that song, the Carburetor Done.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, you listen to that song, it's like, jeez, I mean, you feel like you walked in on a couple.
Make you sweat.
Yeah.
Make you sweat. Soul was getting much more sexed up and explicit, and we'll have some good examples of that later.
And you had strings. This is the Philly sound. The Sound of Philadelphia, MFSB, Gamble and Huff. This is OJ's. This is this is that time, that place. The 3 Degrees. You betcha. That pulsing, driving, string section, 100 strings back there.
Yeah. Just sawing away.
The song that knocked off Barry White and Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Baby was "Rock Me Gently" by soul great Andy Kim.
One-hit wonder from Canada, who I absolutely have read recently. Actually, I think I saw him on Letterman. He has a new album out.
This is the year 2015 as we record this.
He
has a new album out?
Yeah.
Andy Kim.
And he was
well, he's good to...
apparently a pop powerhouse
even
in
be alive.
Canada.
Wow.
I guess, I don't know, were they setting him up for a teen thing?
Well, hang on. That's a little bit of history here. Andy Kim, I mean, if there's a godfather, a father of bubblegum from the late 60s or 70s, it's Andy Kim.
Okay.
He gave us the Archies.
Okay, right.
And probably the 1910, 12 Fruit Gum Company.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 Red Light.
Right.
Which is
Sugar.
Sugar.
Okay.
Yeah, he was, he's the godfather of bubblegum.
Yeah. So.
And by the way, Sugar is still a damn good pop song. I'm sorry, I will stand by Sugar.
He
1, 2, 3, 4, as was written in our Rolling Stone guide.
Right.
The really good one. All right, where was it? Andy Kim. So it wasn't just an out of nowhere one hit wonder.
Yeah.
He had a lot of success.
Yeah.
In the previous decade, towards the end.
And so it was time to make a solo.
See if he could have a hit, but
or in the same way that you have a writer like Alan O'Day of a upcoming #1 that we're going to be talking about.
We'll let you guess what that one is.
And then he branches out and tries for a solo hit with one of the silliest songs in human history.
Okay.
I don't think it's on our list tonight, so
no, it's not.
I just have to.
That will be in the show we do about the worst
Kings of Dweeb.
Kings of Dweeb.
Okay.
Parentheses, worst year of music ever.
All right, Andy Kim.
Andy Kim. And by the way, I really hated that. I didn't like the song then, and I don't really like it now.
I kind of did.
Sorry, Andy.
I kind of did. I loved the little clavinet solo in the middle of it, but I haven't heard it in many a year.
I just didn't believe him when he sang, "I have never been loved like this before."
Yeah.
I think he had been loved like that before.
Yeah, that's entirely possible.
I think it was just a line he was using.
Yeah.
On this.
Well, which was a very popular tactic.
It was a very popular tactic of the era.
I just haven't been loved right. You're the one.
You are my soulmate.
Uh-huh.
You're my one night stand soulmate.
You're my inspiration.
Yeah, my soul is. No, okay. Anyway, so Andy Kim, and then let's see. Oh, okay. Oh dear, here we go. Okay, a song that kind of interrupted this string. We're going to see a steady string of 1 weeks at #1 songs. And this was when you have some success, and then, when you go for the big brass string, the ballad, you got to put out the ballad. The ballad, right?
The ballad.
Now, she had success as who knows why, as a country artist, with some country songs earlier in the year, but this was the love song. A voice that I think the Rolling Stone guy described as like trying to eat a marshmallow sundae or something like that. I don't know.
But our young selves are going to disagree.
I'm going to, first of a million times I'm going to embarrass myself on this, but I actually had a crush on this artist. And we're talking Olivia Newton-John, way before she got physical. This was "I Honestly Love You" was the title of the song.
Or
#1 for 2 weeks.
Her alternate name, Olivia Neutron Bomb.
Neutron Bomb. That's his. That was his creation.
I'm not sure that that's original.
Neutron Bomb. You either the song, or you the song.
Well, and it was. I mean, you have to admit, one unique thing about it was a.
I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable.
No.
I'm not trying to make you anything at all. But this feeling only comes around. Doesn't come around every day, and you shouldn't blow the chance when you've got the chance to say.
Well, how many beatless ballads?
I remember more bad lyrics than any human alive.
But there are not many ballads that don't have a beat.
Yeah, it was an open-hearted song though. I'm making fun, but
yeah,
it was an open-hearted song. I mean,
and he did. This was Mark's first music crush.
Yeah, it was.
But because she was wearing that peasant dress,
she had an Australian accent. Yeah. I mean, I know she was from
she's
Wales.
From Australia.
I'm a sucker for a British
accent. She lived in Australia, right?
Yeah, okay. She lived, born in Wales and went to Australia.
That fake thing like Mel Gibson.
And then became, If You Love Me, Let Me Know, and was won a bunch of country music awards, and Nashville hated it because of that, and Eddie Arnold came to her defense.
On YouTube.
I'm old and I don't give a damn, as I remember a quote, defending Olivia Newton-John.
You can look at the Charlie Rich setting fire to the ballot once he realizes he has to read that she's the
this is true.
Country female performer of the year.
This is absolutely true.
I should not say this, but I read somewhere that he
look it up on YouTube.
He said that Olivia Newton-John as country was like trying to finger fuck a girl wearing pantyhose.
Oh,
we'll probably have to bleep that.
I could believe Charlie Rich would say that.
Yeah, he would.
I could believe that.
He would.
This has been a TCP Tough Cat Productions Incorporated show.